Hey, so between you and me, the new Chainsaw Man episode should be out right now. If it's not, that sucks for you because I'm going to be talking about the manga chapter that will definitely be there because we saw the preview. Okay? Okay. But if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. If it's not there, maybe don't watch the video until it comes out. But yeah. Um, we're also going to be spoiling some part one characters. They're from like halfway through the story. It's not really that big of a deal because we only talk about their powers. We don't really talk about how they connect to the main storyline. But also, I probably won't even mention them in this video, actually. Also, there's an anime spoiler for like, I think like episode 8 or something. I don't really. It's like episode 8, I think. I searched it up like a while ago. But yeah. But any other than that, there aren't really any other big spoilers. So yeah, let's get into it. First I want to talk about what makes Chainsaw Man special. When I talk about this, I mean like as a story, specifically what tropes they go by and what tropes they don't. But right now, I want to talk about what they don't go by. First off, I want to talk about their plot armor or lack thereof, right? I think it's very interesting that some characters will die and some characters won't. Now you're probably thinking, Funderscore Toast, what the fuck are you talking about? No shit, Sherlock. People die, people live. But it's more so that the importance of the character doesn't really matter. And I think that's interesting. So like for example, characters like Himeno, they're built up for like 10 minutes and then they fucking die. And that's like, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I want to implement that in my game. So what I mean by that is that every character will probably has a very high chance of dying at some point in this game. So it'll be similar to like a roguelike in a sense. So I'm very into those types of games. And honestly, expect them to die, but also expect to be able to resupply them because I also have this other part of the anime that I'm really into, which is that people get their strength from devil contracts, which means that most of the time no humans have the capability to like, I can get a better contract because I can fucking like run at the speed of light. There's one time where someone gets a better contract, like explicitly. Like one person gave away like half of their lifespan to look 4 seconds into the future. All Aki had to do was have the future devil look in his eye because apparently his future was so shitty. That's just funny. Like that's just funny. But also that's something that I also want to implement in my game, which is the sort of expendability, right? It's more so that you're hiring these people and then they can get contracts, right? So it's not like I get fucking power on my team. It's I have like, actually no, that's a bad example because fiends are in the game, but it's not like I have Aki on my team. It's I have an employee and he has the cursed devil contracted, right? So yeah. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem with making a game. I don't do anything, right? Like I can't code. I can't fucking read. Every single time I look at my keyboard and like there's like colors on it, I'm like, okay, I'll press the colors, and then I realize that the colors change. So like I'm just fucked, and so like I don't even know how I typed this shit out, but I did it. So maybe that's a strength. Maybe I'm just really good at typing, but I'm really bad at reading. But if we take a second to drudge up this line of terrible text, we'll eventually see that, hey, I'm creative sometimes, which is why this game is entirely in text, right? So I think that, okay, this was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be what makes this game special. I talk about it. Difficulty. You know what? That's fine too. Google Slides, you're going to force my fucking hand like this? Or past Toast, you're going to fucking force my hand like this because you forgot to put in the animation? Fine. I'll talk about it. This game is going to be fucking difficult, and that's the entire point. I only have the first level planned out, but I have all the bosses and I have all the peons, and if you can survive the first one, hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Jesus. But the game is supposed to be difficult. Characters are supposed to die. That's kind of the entire point. I will say, I think I've incentivized too much progression. There are a lot of ways to upgrade your employees, but I have tried to make sure that if a human goes against a boss, they will fucking get destroyed. Okay? Um, so just like a quick little like slide before I end this, because I don't really think that anyone cares. I just kind of wanted to talk about this a little bit, right? I thought it'd be fun. Okay, I thought it'd be fun. So first off, like I said before, the employees are going to be almost a completely blank slate, right? And also they fucking suck. And the only way to make them stronger is with contracts, or like you can give them like skill points and whatever. But that's really expensive and it's not really worth it. So like contracts are usually better, but like yeah. The double contracts. Sometimes you kind of just have to make shit up. Like, I didn't have enough devils that I was interested in. Like, there were just a bunch that were just like hybrids and like fiends and shit, and like that's not really good because that's a lot of spoilers. And if I'm gonna show this to my friend group that's like caught up like on a portion of the anime, and I show them like here's the fucking heaven devil, and then they fucking like explode and they die. Also, I don't think that exists. I'm just putting that out there. Please don't look for heaven devil. Nobody's afraid of heaven. Though I guess the angel devil exists, but like it's okay. He's cute. Like we're okay with this, right? We're okay with this. But like, yeah. Well, I don't even know what I was talking about. But oh yeah, I have to pick a lot of side characters with devil powers that don't exist. Like for example, I actually think that I made a very interesting kit with the Grape Devil. Think of like slimes and Slay the Spire, right? After they take damage, they'll split up into like smaller Grape Devils. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And like, let's combine that with the Tomato Devil, which is a devil, by the way. It's actually not that weak, which is weird because the Grape Devil should, like, grapes and tomatoes are like, people probably fear grapes as much as they do tomatoes, which is not at all. So like, why is the Tomato Devil so strong in comparison? Like, the Tomato Devil was like actually like fucking people up. Like, I know they're like civilians, but like, dude, that bitch is big. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it was like in episode 1 or some shit. Like, how does that even happen? But I mean, like, regardless, it doesn't really matter. But I thought it was interesting that I was able to make movesets from those. I thought it was really fun. But yeah, some of them are completely unique. Also, I wanted to make sure that people were incentivized to make their character stronger, right? Like progression. Because I feel like just spamming the higher button is really boring. It's really boring. And like, sure, it makes sense. So let's make a better way, which is to upgrade them. But also, if you upgrade them and they die, you're not going to get them back now, are you? Right? Now, luckily, enemies are very predictable, right? That's what I said there, predictable but powerful, right? So it's like, oh yeah, I actually did put a picture of this in my slides. It's this game called Darkest Dungeon. If you haven't heard of it, essentially, it's a very similar game. It's not a roguelike, I don't think. Maybe you could classify it as one. Like roguelite, not really roguelike. There's a difference, apparently. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. But the point is, in Darkest Dungeon, the game is stupid difficult. Also, if you die fucking forever. So, you know, that kind of sucks, right? And also, we put a Roblox game in here. It has a picture. Yay, cool. I want to talk about this because enemies, at least for the first level, I don't know about anything after that, but they'll be placed into pairs. So you kind of get some sort of built-in synergy. Sometimes you get something really scary, sometimes you don't. Also, I'm really sorry, I keep squeaking my chair. I don't mean to do that, I swear. But yeah, they'll come in pairs every single time. No, sometimes. Like, I don't know. They always come in pairs, okay? Like sometimes it'll be like the mussel devil and like the fucking sea cucumber devil, or maybe it'll be the marshmallow devil and the fucking what is its name, dude? I actually forgot. I need to think about this for a second. So there's the marshmallow devil, which I the fact that I have to say that is concerning. The sea cucumber devil, the mussel devil, and like what's the last one? I don't know. I forgot. I have to go check now. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I I don't want to. I don't want to do this on the spot, but I'm like really far into this video, and I don't want to restart. Oh, it's the fish devil. Yeah, that one that gets one panel, and then like nothing happens after that, because it's the same thing as the fucking grape devil, and it gets like no script fucking screen time. That's funny. But yeah, that's also a thing. So, but like, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Or I'm sorry, but the point is that like they're separate, but they can be put together, and that's what this game does really well. It's called Hours. If you haven't played it before, play it. It's single player. It's really fun, and it's free, and it has no it only has DLC, and you don't need to pay for it. And even if you do pay for it, it doesn't make it easier necessarily. There's also other stuff in there, but I don't really want to talk about it. And I already made a video on it like half a year ago, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, there's some other aspects in other games that I've implemented. So if you want to try it, the link will be in the description. I know nobody's going to try it. Let's be real here. Nobody's going to fucking try it. The only people who are going to try it are the friends that I've guilt tripped into playing with me. And that's like nobody. There's like one person, and he has a fever right now, so I don't really want to bother him, because that would be a terrible thing to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Also, update on Valorant. I used to do this thing on my old channel. I don't know if I do this anymore. I don't know if because it's been like a few days, right? But I tell people how much I've been playing Valorant recently, because I play Valorant on a very on and off basis. I hate the game and I love the game at the same time. And like I've been kind of popping off recently. It's been kind of fun, right? And I guess that's kind of the point, because I've spent way too much money on the game. I think I spent like 100, and that was like half a year ago. But like still, Jesus Christ, dude, that's a lot of money, Toast. What are you doing? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's actually a bit shorter. I made a lot of takes for this video because I wanted to make it shorter, and because I didn't like that it was super long and I kept rambling, and I still rambled today, but at least like it's a bit better, right? Oh, also, Angel Devil. I don't know if I talked about this in this take. I know I talked about it earlier in another take, maybe, but Angel Devil, top tier waifu. He's fucking gorgeous. Like I know there's a pattern between me and liking men, and that's because I like men, but also, yeah, he's cute. Okay, bye bye.